Hi, welcome to the Blogging Bunch. This is Sarah and Carrie, and we are coming at you today from a cold Texas, which is we're like 20 degrees below normal for Texas.
It's cold. It's
cold and just not pretty at all. But anyway, today we are going to talk to you about making money from blogging, what brands want to see on your site. So again, I'm Sarah from the Blogging Bunch, and we have Facebook communities, we have all kinds of things, and a blog full of stuff that you can come and learn about if you're working on the business of blogging. And Carrie,
hi.
She blogs at carriel.com about parenting resources, Dallas food. She's still swamped. If you watched last week, she's still swamped in Etsy, and her behind-the-scenes print boy is over there too.
Yes, your name.
Hi.
So we are ready to go. We're excited to talk about what brands are looking for on your site. So brands, they're going to come and check you out. If you go through one of the resources that we've given you in our 21 ways to monetize your blog book, the brands are going to come and look at your site, and they're going to see, hey, does this look professional or does this not look professional? So we want to talk about 10 things today that can help, that you can do right now, and well, not right now, after the video, but that you can do to go and get your site going. All right, number one, a picture of you.
Yeah, that's important.
They want to see who they're working with, right? They want to see that you are there, that it is a real person behind that blog, not some just content generating blog.
Yeah, don't use your logo for your picture. For your About Me, it needs to be a picture of you, not your vector, if you have like a little vector art, not your logo. I mean, it needs to be me. It's about me, it needs to be a picture.
So
and it needs to be where people are going to see it.
Yes. Top of your sidebar, where people will see it, where they're going to see you, a picture of you, because they want to know. And then we'll get to that, leads to, and then that box, that picture of you, should link to your About page.
And so people can actually click your picture. I think you're actually need to, I've seen it sometimes, you see them where you have to click on the text below or it says read more, but I think that your picture, make it as easy as you can for people to find you. So click on your picture and it takes right to your About Me page.
Yes, because, well, A, people are lazy, but B, these PR reps, when they're looking at stuff, they're going through and they're looking at numerous ones, right, over and over and over, and they're going to give you 2 minutes to make an impression on them. And if they can't figure out right off the bat how to contact you or who you are, what you blog about, then they're going to move on to the next person. So you've got 2 minutes to make that impression, and having your picture in the sidebar makes that impression quickly, and having it clickable makes that impression quickly also. Okay, number 2, have a clean, professional looking site. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to spend thousands of dollars. Carrie and I have done our own, but don't laugh if you look at it and be like, yeah, I can tell. It doesn't have to be that you paid somebody millions of dollars to do this, but it's clean, right? Like a white background, it's not distracting. The background is not distracting from your content. The sidebar is not distracting from your content, what you post about. It's a clean, professional looking site.
And if you're in doubt, when in doubt, less is more.
There you go. Yes. We have. I have one girl. My Play to Learn with Sarah girl. I have the Blogging Bunch has a bunch of grapes. Right? Carrie's got a line of colors. Right? There's one image in our header, and then it's on a white background for all of our blogs. So it's just kind of just plain. It doesn't have to be white, but it just needs to be a color that is not going to distract from what people are seeing. I had my iPad on so that I could see if anybody was asking questions in the chat roll. Because you can go below this video and type in questions on the chat roll. But something clean and professional looking. Just not distracting, right? Your sidebar shouldn't be distracting. All that stuff not pulling away from what you're doing. No. Number 3, contact info on the front and the About Me page. Okay, again, they're giving you 2 minutes. They're looking through your site. They want to know exactly how to contact you. They want to know, if you have your contact information right. You've got your social media buttons, which is my tip number 7, but we'll just pull it up here too with this one. But how to contact you, what's your email, what's your Twitter tag, what's your Twitter handle, what's your Facebook page, like how can they get a hold of you if they want to work with you? Carrie, I forget, you have your picture, but do you have your...
I will have my social media, my picture, and then you click it, and then my email is like super easy to find. I've got my email in probably 4 different places on my site. I have it on when you click on the About Me. I have a contact page where it's just my email, like you can't miss it. You go there and it says email me, and that's it. And I have it on my PR page, so I try to have it everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. So having it where it is where they can see it. You can even, like that clickable image, you can superimpose your email address on there, right? So a bot's not going to steal it from the image, right? But it's going to be there, and people can see how to contact you quickly. And you have to have that About Me page. Don't forget the About Me page. I know personally my About Me page is probably a year old. So I should go and update it. So make sure that you put that on your list of kind of monthly, quarterly things to do, is go through and update those About Me pages, because they tend to get, like I have 2 kids and a dog and blah, 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 blah. And, really I have 3 kids and the youngest is like 5, like.
I finally went in, and instead of putting my kids' ages, I put their birthday year, their months, or their year. So Jack, born 2008, Claire, born 2011. So that way I don't have to update worry about that. So that's just an easy, quick tip.
Good point. Yeah. Yeah, so make sure that you're updating your About Me page. And also on that About Me page, you can put what you blog about, right? Like I blog about parenting, Dallas resources, whatever, so that if they have a job that's in San Antonio, they're not going to ask Carrie because they see she's in Dallas. So putting, the state or the location, if that's important to what you blog about, then putting that in there is a big deal too. My 4th tip is content. You need to have content on your site.
You have a lot of content. Or consistent content over many months.
I remember when we were first starting, I had a number of, this was a few years ago, right? I had a number of posts on my site, but I hadn't been posting consistently, and for some reason this rule kind of stuck with me, but they wanted to see, one of the places that I was trying to apply to wanted to see 20 posts within the last 3 months. And so that was something that I kind of shot for immediately, was to get those. Although I had 20 posts on my site, they were not, consistent within a 3-month span time. There weren't 20 posts. So that was something that kind of stuck with me, and something that I would really like to encourage you to make sure that if you are going to jump into this world of sponsored posts, that you have the content there, right? They want to see that you do, and lots of times they'll say share a link from, a relative article or your best article or something like that, so that you can prove, hey, I do write reviews, I do write sponsored posts, and this is one that I think was pretty good, so that they don't have to kind of search your site too. Anything else about that?
No, I like it. Lots of content, consistent content.
Yeah, over consistently, and then that's number 5, is posting consistently, right? You've got to have a schedule. You can't just post 3 times one week and then not post again for 3 weeks, and it's got to be, schedule those out. If you want to write 3 posts in 1 week, have at it. Let's schedule them so that they go once every Tuesday or something. This helps you because you know, oh, hey, it's Tuesday. I have to sit down and write a post. This helps your readers. They say, oh, hey, Carrie always posts on Tuesday, so I should go and check her blog. And this helps this helps sponsors say, oh, she posts on a regular basis. She posts consistently.
And if you're running out of content and you don't know what, you're thinking like, oh, I don't know what to do. And so I don't participate in this, but I know a lot of people do the Wordless Wednesdays, where it's just a picture or something. Okay, so go find 4 awesome pictures and schedule them out for the next 4 weeks. Then at least you have something popping up there, something new. It's not going to be just a bunch of sponsored posts one after the other. It kind of breaks up your stuff. Yeah. So I mean, that's the easy thing to do.
I do a meal plan.
Yeah, your meal plans, and you can sit down and do those, if you wanted all at one time, right? And then schedule those out. And so.
Right, because I just have a template. I copy the template. I paste it in the next one, and then I delete the links for the food and like the first paragraph, the intro paragraph, and people can know I've done it. This was week 40. So
I know, crazy, way to go! I think I did 8, but I'm gonna try to start again.
You need to do it.
I know, that's exactly what I need to do.
So, but doing something like that consistently, right? Like that's easy for me to get 1 post a week. My goal is 3 posts a week. So, okay, well, Monday, Wednesday, do I have something to go on those days? But I know I've got this one that I can always get to, so that I can show that I'm posting consistently. How are we doing? Oh, we're doing great. Am I talking too fast?
No, we're good.
Let me check the chat roll again real fast. Number 6, a search box. You need to have a search box in your sidebar so that people can search your site. If they're looking for, it's good for the reader. They want to look for things that you did, meal plans. They want to see all your meal plans together. They want to see, oh, did she write about this? But then the PR can come and type in, let's say they are, Starbucks. They want to make sure you're not writing about Seattle's best coffee. So they type that into the site, like they're looking for their competitors. They're looking to see, or if you did write, I did a review of a video converter program a while back. And so I get a lot of email about, hey, review our video converter program, because they're searching to see that they can get on the competitor and kind of one up them.
And I use my search box for myself all the time.
I do too.
All the time. I'm like, oh, I need to link this post up, or I want to pin this post or something, and it's just easiest to find it that way. So it will be something that you will use over and over again.
And it should be conspicuous. I've seen some people put it, kind of down at the middle, where you have to kind of search, okay, there's an ad, there's a picture, there's another ad, where's the search box, or it's next to the email subscribe, and I'll type my search into the email subscribe box and then be like, dang it. Put it up at the top where people can. It is important. It's very important. You need to have a search box up at the top where people can find it and they can search, because that keeps them on your page. Social media buttons. Yes, you need to have social media buttons. You need to have social media accounts for a Facebook page for your blog. You need to have a Twitter account. You need to have a Pinterest account. You should have more. Some of those, but you got to have those. That's the bare minimum.
And brands are going to look at those. They're going to look and see what kind of content you're sharing. They're going to see what you're talking about, what kind of engagement you have, because those are all things that they want if they work with you. Is what are you going to be putting out there, and how are people going to be engaging with you? Although I've noticed lately, I've had the last few sponsored posts I've done, Facebook has a minimum requirement. I think because the posts don't get seen by anybody, so I haven't had them asking for that. But so that means instead, though, they're wanting really great pins, and they're wanting tweets and Instagram. So they want to see what all those accounts are going to look like. So make sure you have all those accounts active and easy to find.
That you're using them. Twitter's pretty easy to build up a following on. So Facebook is a little bit more difficult, but just I go to the blog, search Facebook. I've got a whole strategy for you over there. So it's I think our videos are funny because they're kind of a hey, what's Sarah's hair doing today? Yeah, like it's gone. I was looking at my videos the other day and it was like from here to here, curly. Yeah. Anyway,
I
I
didn't do mine this morning, so it's very puffy. So that's why it's like that. Because
gotta pull it back.
I had
Yeah.
to make a choice between making lunch for myself or doing my hair.
Yeah, that's a hard
Priorities.
one. Okay, and the social media buttons need to open in a new tab.
And
Okay?
they work.
They need to work
You link to the proper places.
and they need to open in a new window. Um, you would not believe, like, I am so amazed. I go to big bloggers, like people that have lots of traffic, lots of followers, lots of subscribers. I go to their sites and I go to follow them on Twitter and it opens up in the same window and erases their blog from my view. I am off their blog now. That is not what you want. You want it to open in a brand new window. So then they have to go back to your site if they don't want to continue on your site, but then they can close that out. But if it's in that window, or they have to go back there and they can continue to read your site, right? You just go over, follow on Twitter, close that one out, come back, and continue reading the blog. That's what I do, at least.
Yeah, that drives me crazy too.
Oh
It
my
drives me
God.
crazy when they don't work, like a link is broken. So just check them every once in a while, right? Just check them and make sure they're still working. And then it drives me nuts when they open up and then you go to follow them and then you have to go back if you want to go back to their blog and just make it easy.
There's plugins for that. Just click open a new window.
Yeah, it's just a little
yeah. It's really easy. So just make sure that they open in a new window. Number 8, no funky effects.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah.
Don't have a song or a video that plays as soon as somebody lands on your page.
Or share widgets that are moving around.
Yep. I don't even like the whole like follow thing that like moves around, you know, like the share buttons that move as you scroll down.
Those don't always work on mobile too, so you gotta remember that most people are
mobile, it's on top of the content, so you can't.
And most people are not going to be looking at your blog on the desktop. Most people are going to be on their iPad or on their phone.
Yeah, it's like 60% or something.
And check your ads. I had one of my ads the other day flashing and making noise or something, and so I didn't know. And so Charles told me that one of my ads was playing video, and so I emailed the ad network, immediately, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we're so sorry. We don't even allow those ads because they're so annoying." So trust me, they're so annoying. I cannot stand it when I go somewhere and I can't find the video to turn off. I will click out of the site.
Yeah. People are gone. I went to one last week, so it would have been, well into January, and there were still Christmas lights in her header and snow effect going across her site where I couldn't read it. And and this was like, hey, I design websites kind of site. Like, really? Yeah. No funky effects. No, it's not cute.
It's annoying.
Okay, number 9, buttons for ambassadorships. I was reading a couple of blogs about this yesterday, and that was one that came up where if you are an ambassador for a certain product, then put that in your sidebar or your footer or something so that when the companies come, they can see, oh, hey, she's already ambassador for, a competing company, so we're not even going to go there.
And you could also link that to your PR page. Do a page with all your buttons or whatever. Because I don't have any in my sidebar right now, but I'm working on, in theory, a page where I've got brands I've worked with and ambassadorships, so that brands will want to work with you because they'll see all the great brands you've worked with, or they'll know I don't need to approach this person because she's already working with LG or whatever. So that's a good thing to have.
And then we revisit this money topic every 5 weeks, and in later in the year we'll get into what's PR page, what you should have on your PR page, what's a media kit, what there's lots more topics to this, but we're just kind of giving you the basics right now too of hey, try to have these things, try not to have these things, and we promise we'll go through and get into these deeper later on. But last one is media kit or PR page with your stats and what you accept. I know I just kind of went to somebody's page and was like, hey, they have a PR page, let's see what they have. So, you know, go around, see what everybody has on their PR page, and they'll probably have it linked, right? Carrie was saying in her sidebar, or in, you know, you can just have a little thing at the top that says PR page. I don't like to have that kind of stuff in my main menu bar. Right, you have your main menu bar. I used to use a theme that had a top and a bottom menu bar, and so that very first one, I want to see what you blog about. When I land on your page, I want to see, you know, Dallas mom recipes, and then up at the top, the about me, PR page, contact, kind of that stuff. But it's important, if that's your target audience is PR, then you need to have that someplace that they can find it easily.
And you can check out our PR pages to see like what we're doing and what we've got in there, and just to get ideas. And like I did what Sarah did, I went and looked at other PR pages to kind of give me ideas of what I wanted to talk about on my own. And I go in and I'm pretty good about updating that every few months or so, with, you know, pertinent things I don't want to do anymore, or things that I do want to do. So you can lay that all out there, and then when someone asks you questions, if PR rep reaches out to you, you can send them the link to that.
Right. And if they say, you know, like, hey, will you review this? And you, on your PR page, you said, you know, I don't review anything worth $50, less than $50, then, you know, you send them a link and you say, hey, I'm sorry, this is my rule. Or, you know, you're just getting started in it and you're totally willing to work with it, then that's great too. Wherever you are, it's kind of a continuum, and sometimes you end up going back in a circle too, because
yeah.
But
that's what's great. It's your blog, and you can do what you want. That's
right, and it's your rules. And if just because your friend has a blog and she won't, you know, oh, I don't do anything they don't pay me, doesn't mean that you can't do it, right? Like if you want to do a review because you like that product or you like that person, do it.
Yeah, it's your blog, your rules. You can change them, but I think is helpful to have them laid out to be clear and to save yourself trouble. And
right, and make sure that your site works well and is optimized for working with brands and before you get ready. So if you checked out the newsletter, I talked about things. God,
yeah, it just started.
I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. And then it went away. Newsletter, we talked about 5 things you want to think about before you get into sponsored posts. Today we've got 10 things that you should have on your site. In future, we'll talk about like specifically working with brands, how you want to do things. But also today, I want to tell you a little bit about, we've got a brand new kind of section of our Blogging Bunch group, and it's called TVB Porch. That has a couple of different meanings for me.
Oh, yeah, awesome. I like Port.
Isn't that cool? Because I was thinking like Port was a wine that Carrie and I discovered when we hung out, and so it had that meaning for me with the Blogging Bunch. But it's also a port is a way through and to another area, right? And you want to, so this group is the port, and this is a group about monetizing your blog only. We will talk about monetizing your blog. We will share contacts. We will share networks. Hey, this is the network I signed up with. They paid me a lot. This is the network I signed up with, and they never ever paid me. Don't go that way. So this group is only about monetization. I already have a contact ready to go to share with you all. We'll do 21-day challenges each month. Each day I'll post a new thing that you need, a new step that you should be taking to increase your blog, to increase your views, to increase your monetization, get more money, so every day. This is going to be where our regular Blogging Bunch group is more kind of question answer, and we really keep it just, I'm having a problem, I need help right now, or hey, have you guys thought about this? This Blogging Bunch Port group is going to be a little more specific in only talking about monetizing, and we're going to be really focused on building a business from our blog. So this group is separate. It's different. It's also a paid membership. It's a $5 monthly fee, and that's just because I want to make sure that you're serious and that you're ready to go, and not just, hey, I'm in here and I'm going to drop my affiliate links all over the place.
And there will hopefully be ways that you'll be making that $5 back, right? Like right away, because hopefully you're going to get get connected with some reps and get some jobs and get some, hopefully this will be a place for you to actually find work and grow your blog in that direction to where you're consistently finding work.
Yes, I already have in the files. I already have 33 blogging networks that do sponsored posts and reviews, and links to those sites that you can apply for those networks. So it's already kind of built and ready to go. You can check out the intro page. Let's see, where's my link? I'll put the link in the chat roll in the discussion. But if you search TVB Port on our website, you will find it. You will not be able to find it on Facebook. It is a Facebook group simply because that's where our target audience hangs out, on Facebook. And so I wanted to make it easier. It will eventually hopefully go into a forum, but right now it's a Facebook group. But it's a secret Facebook group, so you're not going to be able to find it on there. But if you'd like to find out more about TVB Port, just message me, go to the blogging bunch and look up TVB Port. I'll put the link to it, and we're going to start promoting this group and hopefully get everybody into the business side of blogging. So, thanks for joining me today, Carrie.
Yay!
And thanks for tuning in today. We will see you next week. We have another guest. So we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us.
Bye. Bye.